Right then, today we are in Marbella and we are heading to the National Police Station in Marbella to do a visa registration appointment for two of our clients who do watch the channel. And we're just passing Los Monteros, which is where the Hospital Costa del Sol is, the Costa del Sol Hospital, on the A7. This is the old 340 road, which is now the A7. It's a motorway. And in Marbella, they used to have a national police station like they have in Malaga, and it was too small to accommodate the residency application. So about 6 or 7 years ago now, they actually opened a special office just for the Spanish DNA identity card and for residency applications for foreigners and visa registrations, etc. And I have to say, the office normally works really well. As you can see, we're in traffic, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you where the best place to park is. So my advice would be, even if you're coming from the Estepona area, or if you're coming from the Figueroa area and can avoid going on this road, then it'd probably be a good idea, because it gets busier and busier every day, and in the summer it's just horrific down here. Always use the toll roads where possible, albeit the toll road at the top, when we come from Malaga to Marbella, I think that's about €8 now in the summer period. And it's a very short stretch road to warrant €8, but when you see the traffic that's on the road, you see why. So we always say it's best to park in La Cañada, which is a shopping centre, though the exit can be a little bit tricky. So that's why we're going to show you where to pull off now. And then you've got plenty of parking, and it's just a short walk from that car park all the way over the bridge, over the motorway, to the office in which you're going to be registering your residency or your visa. The alternatives, there is a McDonald's which is closer to parking, but it's very hard to park there at times, and that generally doesn't open until about 10, 11 o'clock. So if you've got an early morning appointment, that could be tough. Aside from that, around the back of the police station, there are back roads where occasionally I've found parking there. But I wouldn't suggest that, really, to be honest with you, not when you've got lots of parking in the shopping centre. Right, so A7, lovely day, coming to the end of May. It's, according to my car, 25 degrees. This is where you have to now be careful. It says in Marbella 3 kilometres, and it's on the outskirts of Marbella, so you don't want to get involved in the centre. We've got off here to our left, it's the Point Beach Club. That used to be called something else, didn't it? So this first turn off, the 1041, this will take you into Marbella Centre. Eventually, if you stayed on that road, to the Ricardo Soriano. There's a nice gold Mercedes. You'll see probably a lot of nice cars down this end of the woods. There's a Thompson holiday bus. People are arriving on holiday now. Right, so this is where you have to start being careful with where you need to turn off. And as we go around the corner, we'll actually see the Cañada shopping centre to our right. And people join in from the AP7 will join the road in a minute as well. And from the AP7 you have to keep in the right lane. And here, look for the Ojen Marbella Parque Comercial, the exit for 1043. If you miss this exit, you end up on the A7 there, and you have to go down another 3 kilometers, turn around and come back. And now you basically, the rule is keep right, right, and then right again. These slip roads can be confusing because sometimes you feel like slipping into them and then they end. And now, this is where you don't have to worry too much because this is the entrance to the Cañada here, but if you miss it, there's another exit you can turn back on yourself and come back up. That bridge in front of us is the one that we're going to be walking over. And now the best entrance to take is not the first right, which will take you to the very end of the car parks. It's to take the second exit on this roundabout, pull in here, and basically we're looking for a car park as close as possible to the entrance, which is also good because it means that nobody else is trying to park here because it's miles away from the shops. Now I've seen one here, but I've just noticed that, is this all one way? That's one way? Yeah, it's all one way. Ah, here we go. Now follow the arrows correctly. Good job, I've got Lara from Upsticks Drive to tell me how to drive with me. So that helps. It's always good. I don't know how I cope without having her by my side. And now she's the expert camera person. Make sure you follow the arrows, especially if you're on your own. Here we are. Some very Marbella-esque lads there, look. Oh, there with their cool glasses. Oh. There you go. Oh, quick, let's show them the parking. No, show them the parking. You've got to show them what's going on here, that's good. There we go, this is how not to park a Polo. And let's carry on. And we're going to park here miles away from the other cars and close to where we walk across to our appointment. Excellent. Right then, let's show you the walk across the bridge, shall we? Right, okay, so this is the car park when you come into Marbella where you're going to be parking. You need to walk round, get to this pedestrian pathway, and we walk up here past the BP. That way you won't get run over by any cars, which is good. Beautiful day today, nice and warm. Now unfortunately I've just been told that if you've got a luxury watch you shouldn't really wear it in Marbella at the moment. There has been a lot of robberies. That's probably not what you want to hear if you're coming here to register your visa, but that's a good idea. And be careful of big lorries as well. It's always a good idea to avoid them, especially when they ignore you on a crossing. So yeah, one of your points to look at when coming to the police station in Marbella is the big fire tower there. So that's the Bomberos of Marbella right there, the firemen, and they are they have their practice tower there. And when you get to this zebra crossing, you want to walk over there and get to the other side of the road. This video I'm definitely dedicating to Jane, because Jane was, when she said, you're going to Marbella station, she went, you have to get a video walking from the car park to the police station. I said, don't worry, we're not going to disappoint. That's what we're going to do. Now, talking about petrol stations, these ones generally tend to be very expensive. So if you can get to one of the smaller ones, there's ones called Plen Oil now, which are self-service, which in a way I don't like, because it means people haven't got a job. I prefer people to be serving you and working, but they are a lot cheaper, so hypocritically I use them as well. And you can see Marbella is just busy. It's the drive here wasn't particularly bad, it was just busy. This time of the day, 11:15, 27 degrees, 28th of May. So, right, and now you can see my McDonald's there on your right. Contemporary art fair. Always lots going on in Marbella, isn't there? Well, you can see the sea from here. As I was saying before, this police station here is relatively new. It's been put here specially just for residencies and to register Spanish ID cards and stuff. There is an older police station in the middle of town, National Police Station, but obviously as Marbella has grown, it's far too small to accommodate what's needed in this area. So about 7 years ago now, oh, would it be 7 years? No, probably getting on for nearly 10 years ago. They opened this police station, which is solely dedicated to doing ID cards, registering visas, and things like that. So it's really good that they've opened it. They still have a very old school office in Estepona, which is tiny, hard to get appointments at. Both of them, they run different appointment booking systems. So you go on the same website, but when you get onto the calendar, it's different calendars. In Estepona, for example, you can never guarantee you'll get the same day. But in Marbella, when they do come available, you can see if you can grab two on the same day, because it shows you the full day's availability. So this is why, even when people are going to Estepona, we tend to try and use Marbella to guarantee that they can get the appointment on the same day. Otherwise, it'll mean 2 trips to the police station. Sometimes we have been lucky, and if it's been appointments on consecutive days, we've told clients to turn up in Estepona and just try. You know, they might see in the same day, but it's very unlikely they'll accept that, especially when they're really busy. That could be another parking option for you there, McDonald's, but generally there's nowhere really to cross from there, so you'll be taking your life into your own hands there, crossing the road. And then down here to the left, you've actually got urbanisations in Marbella. And if you park down there, you might be taking your life into your own hands anyway, just parking down there. So as a joke, it's not that bad. Then behind the police station, over here, I'm going to show you. So if you're coming from Estepona way, thank you. Oh, the bomberos are there. you'll come up at this road here on the A7. Coming up from Estepona, you'll then have to follow take a left, go over the bridge where we've just come from, and you can get to the Cañada parking that way. And then walking down, now we have to be a little bit careful because we're not allowed to film outside the police station. Crossing the road. It's okay, I'll stop. You've seen the Upsticks folder, don't worry. That's why we do them in red. So now across here. And down this road, just to the right hand side, is the police station. But we're not we're not going to rock up filming because they don't particularly like that. So, quite understandably so. So there we go, but we are going to take a couple of pictures of the places where we do meet our clients. There's always a couple of benches outside. I'll take a picture of that, we'll put it on, and when you come to meet us, make sure you're at the appointment 15 minutes earlier than the appointment, and we'll be there to meet you at the bench outside. And you can just see here, the police station is behind the cross there.
Pharmacia.
That's it, the pharmacy. So next door to the police station, you've got a pharmacy.